What is wayfinding and how do you use it in your life today? Yes, I would love to teach you this because it was taught to me by a functional medicine / embodiment coach, and it completely changed the way that I approach life. In fact, it is still the foundational piece of how I navigate my way in life to this day. A little bit of background for myself and how I even got to this concept of wayfinding is that when it came to goal setting and achieving in life, I was obsessed with self-help books, Think and Grow Rich, the classic concept of like you set your goal and you have it be as big as you want, and then you reverse engineer life to be able to create the path to be able to get there. And yes, I do think that that does have a place for maybe a particular person. It did not work for me because what I kept finding is that my life would start to veer off course, and I kept beating myself up thinking I need to keep course correcting to be able to get back to that original path. And so the concept of wayfinding takes that idea, but it makes it a lot smaller. We're not going to have this like big 5, 10, 20 year path that like has to be what our life looks like. And if we find ourselves off course, then we're doing something wrong. Like, absolutely no, because who says that you're even going to like that? So the concept of wayfinding is that we are going to set like little goals. Well, we're going to have an idea of how we want to feel, who we want to be, just our concept of what we want our life to look like, and that will be our goal. And we're going to try to find our way there. And so a couple things can happen. We can get there, or you're on your way there and you are checking in with yourself and going, hey, do I like this? Does this feel good in my body? And it could also be, which has happened to me a time or two, where I did achieve exactly what I wanted. And then I go, turns out I don't like this, or I thought I wanted this, and now that I have it, it's not for me. And instead of going this like, oh no, like my plans are foiled, that's part of it. That's part of the beauty, because every little inkling and desire that we have in ourselves is a beacon and a direction that we should follow. But to hold on to it so rigidly, that is the catch that I was tripping over, at least in my own life. And so this concept of wayfinding, of like following your desire, but then when you get there, or maybe if you're struggling to get there, but just in that process, you check in with yourself and then you decide, do I even like this? And if you do, then amazing. You can stay there for a bit. You can keep growing, keeping expanding. And then if you realize, oh, actually, let's change. So how am I feeling now? And then you find your way to the next place and to the next place. Because who says that you know exactly what you want and who you're going to be? I kept thinking I knew, and life kept proving me time and time again that I did not know shit. And I still don't know shit. And how beautiful, because there is so much for me to learn and love and explore within my own self, and giving myself the permission to move to a place and decide whether I want to stay there or not was just mind-blowing. Maybe this sounds very simple to you, but it was just like life-changing for me, because we try to have this like big idea of what life needs to be like, or maybe we hate our job and like this is what happened with me. I didn't like my job as a programmer, so I studied Chinese medicine and became a curative Qigong practitioner. And then once many other things started going along that way, and I realized, I think I need to change course, or I think other things. But if we keep giving ourselves the pressure of like, it had to be this goal, like let's get rid of that. That's too much stress. We don't need that. So this ability to freeform our way through life is exactly the permission slip that helped me, and I hope can maybe help you, for you to find your way through life with you at the center of it. Not this idea of what you need to be or what you should be, but you, because you're the one living it. So I hope that idea with wayfinding helped. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and give some comments below, and follow along for the ride. Okay?